Nopales Cactus as a conditioner. I came across Wateronlyhairwash only. She was making the mixture, and I'm going to follow her recipe because I found when I first tried it, it was very difficult to extract the mucilage, and for me that was the most important thing. So what I did was I cut it up into bits, and I think you will find that maybe the smaller, greener pads, Nopales pads, have probably more mucilage, but it's up to you. I use both. Mine grows wild in my garden, so I pick it. Mine are not as thorny as most Nopales I know. I think because this weather here is extremely dry, it dries out those little needles, but they're there. Because the first time I used it, I felt it was on my scalp and my hands and things like that. So I'm just showing you the mixture. I also use this to make a drink for my brother. And then I've tried to cook it. It's very gelatinous, the texture, and very bland. It's a very bland plant. Even the fruit is bland. And then what I did was I cut it up and then I soaked it in a little bit of water because I wasn't ready to blend it. Water only, she grates it. I hate grating. I hate grating with a passion. So for me, it was like I'm blending. So, okay, so now the water that I soaked the pads in, I cut them up and soaked them in because in her recipe or method, she soaks it in the fridge in water. And I figured, well, let me just soak them first. And the same water, I will use a little to blend, and I will also use it, put it back in here. And I found that, which is what I noticed even when I first did this method, was that the mucilage from the pad seeps into the water, so you get this sort of, if you can see, sort of sliminess. So I figure you need to keep this water. You see that? I guess, I don't know if you can see. I'm using my computer, so I'm scared that, So what I'm going to do is I'm keeping this water and I'm pouring it into it. And so you get to see, trying not to lose a computer today. Because it has happened to me before. So, just for you to see, this is, ooh, comes out like that. It's quite a lot. I used some very small pads and one large pad. I think you'll see from the pictures of my Nopales plant that I have different sizes. So just gonna mix it in, and this is what it's like. It's green. It just smells like a very green, unripe fruit or vegetable. Very green. Like you know that if you ate this, if it was a fruit, you would have a tummy ache. That green, really green, unripe. And so that's it. And then I'm going to apply it to my hair. It's a little more liquidy than I normally would have. And I think I might put it in a bottle so that I can, what should I say, easy dispensing of it. I'm going to put it in the fridge because she did that. And because it's so hot here, you don't want anything to start fermenting. So I'll do this, and then I will come back and reapply and apply it to my hair for you to see. I just need to find it. Okay, so I'm just going to take the green bits off the top and put it in my hair. So this is, oof. It has some sort of slip, not bad. I mean, it's not slimy, which is nice. And it's, I'm sure I'm gonna have all kinds of green bits in my hair, but I'll deal with that. Just gonna apply it. Okay, because it's such a messy job, bits falling on my lap, I'm just going to, so this is what it looks like. It softens, it feels soft. Okay, so I'll be back. My hair feels good though. My hair feels, application is good. And I'll be back when I have it underneath. So I'm just going to keep applying. It's got good slip without being slimy or like a conditioner kind of. I don't know. I'm not going to put it on my scalp because I find a lot of times these things sort of dry out the sebum, my natural sebum, and I spend the whole week trying to get my hair back. But this feels good on application. So I'll just tie my hair when I'm done and I'll be back. Another thing is, I find that the instant curl definition to me means that, for me, is that the pH of the plant is probably perfect for my hair. That's how I feel. I feel that once my hair gets instant definition, it means that it is making my cuticles contract, and being that they're raised, since my hair is color treated, it's caused them to flatten. So instead of having this frizziness, you have these very well defined curls. So for me, it's a plus. I notice that a lot with these plant-based products that I use. I mean, natural for the plants themselves, like aloe vera, moringa, that they must have a pH that is akin to my hair, to the hair, and it works for it. Or its particles sort of coat my hair, the cuticles, causing them to clump and form better curls or define the curls. Application, it wasn't slimy at all, but it had great slip. I felt it was like a great detangler. And my hair instantly felt soft. Now this is just, I guess, the water in it coming down, which I hate. It made my hair feel soft and bouncy instantly. My hair was very dry and tangled, and it just automatically just loosened the curls. I mean, softened them. My hair felt good. The last time I did it, I just used the liquid, and I said I kept it on so long that it made my hair stick together. But once I run water through it, it just separated. So in terms of that, I'm waiting to see what it's like when I wash it out, how my hair feels and things like that. Of course, what I don't like is all these little pieces, and although I blended it very well. Too messy for me. Too messy for me. Application is just no. And I know I'm going to have pieces in my hair, so I'm going to have to wash that out and shake that out, and I'm going to have little pieces in my hair for the whole week. Aside from that, I'm going to try to see if I can get more mucilage out without adding any water. Water wash only. I'll put her a proper name down there. She grated hers, and you could tell that there was a lot of mucilage. But I feel that maybe instead of when I soaked them in water, I'm not going to use that water. I would just use a little water to get it to be able to blend it, and then or maybe I'll use a food processor and see if that helps, because I think with a food processor I might not need that much water. Maybe that's what I'll do, try the food processor, because a blender requires a little water. I'll try the food processor, but I don't know, I think I would need a little water to be able to squeeze out the mucilage. But if I get color definition with the whole pad, I can't imagine how much more the mucilage on its own would do to my hair, because the same thing with aloe vera. And I'm thinking that these things are probably they're very protein based, very strengtheners. That's the impression I get about them. They make your hair stronger, but it will dry it out a little. But let's just see. So this is how I feel so far. I'll come back after I've washed it out. And all these little pieces are on my hair. I'm just leaving them on there. I've tried to shake it off, but it probably needs to be washed off, and I'm not ready to just dirty another t-shirt. So I will take it off. I did it. It was in my hair for like not 9 o'clock, but close to 9, and it's now almost 9:15. I think I'll leave it until 9:30 or 9:45, and then I'll wash it out. So I'll be back. Okay, so I've just washed out the cactus. Washed it out. I got the same feeling I got when I applied the moringa. I felt like the cactus product had gotten into my cuticles, so my hair felt thickish as I washed it out. And as I washed it out, it just continued to feel soft and moisturized, like there was an oil in it, which I know I didn't have anything in my hair. My hair was just bones dry. I had washed it the night before and just left it. I just wanted my hair to be free of any sort of product. So all in all, at least washing out felt good. Very defined curls. Right now, I'm just gonna take it out and see. And wow, it just feels very good. Oof, so many little particles, but well, you can have a look. Still very defined. What should I say? I just feel it's just made my hair very curly, extremely curly, full of particles, but and it's giving me like a bob. Now, this is the difference also. I don't have a poofy, dry, frizzy fro like some shampoos or conditioners do to my hair when I wash my hair out. So this is, and it has sort of, I have like a soft, thickish, fro. It's lying down, which is, I always say, you'll notice in most of my videos I talk about when products weigh down my hair, it's a plus. It means there's some sort of moisturizing agent in there, some sort of, could be an oil, could be some sort of emollient or humectant. But I like the fact that it's giving me this soft, defined, curls, and it's, I like it. Can you see what my fro looks like? It's not a poofy, frizzy, dry fro. It's just a soft. It's like it's put my hair back where it belongs. I mean, it's a nice fro. It's a nice soft. The dry, I'm not sure. I think what I'm going to do is just leave it. And add nothing. I'm not going to add an oil or anything because I feel like it's moisturized my hair and sort of it's shrunken, but it's a nice shrunken. It's nice. I like, and it's soft. So you can use a whole cactus pad. I like my fro. It's a nice. I can't imagine what the gel on its own would do. So I'm going to try and extract that gel, and I'll do it in a couple of days. But I like this. This is a nice. Oh, it's a pity that I'm doing this at night and I don't have the greatest lighting. But you can see it's got particles in it, yes. But it's a nice, soft, moisturized fro. Look at this. I like it. If I'd done it in the morning, I would just leave my hair and wear it like this. I like it. I just need to find a way to get all these particles out and probably blend it to bits. So what I'm happy about is that the whole cactus pad can be used. So I don't have to separate it if I don't want to. It feels good. Feels good like this. I'm just going to probably twist, and then put a turby on and see what it's like in the morning. But I like this. I'm liking this. I'm liking this, but those little particles, I've got to find a way out of my hair. But thank you, and I'll keep you updated.